Hey YouTube, welcome to Let's Get Into It with E and J. I'm E.
And I'm Jay.
My husband and I decided to do this podcast because we've been together for 18 years. We've been through a lot of shit, so we got a lot of shit to say.
Our channel is a different perspective on relevant hot topics of today. So basically something different.
So let's get into it. Here we have Mr. Umar Johnson.
Mr. Grape Ape. Looking straight like he about to damn go audition for the Planet of the Apes Part 3. I think this was the Roland Martin interview right here.
This is when he was on there. Okay, well.
He trying to spaz out on everybody on the damn panel.
He did.
Looking foolish.
We recently did a video about Umar, but because of recent events, we've had to come back and revisit this brother. What could it be now?
What the fuck?
What the hell is going on now, Umar?
Well.
All right, let's take a look at what is going on.
At the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. Black men, send them resumes in. Black men, send them resumes in. Sisters, you can send yours in too. But black men, our boys need men. I'm looking for strong alpha males. Okay? Strong alpha males, send those resumes in. FDMGresumes at gmail.com. FDMGresumes at gmail.com. FDMGresumes at gmail.com is what we're looking for. My thing is y'all need what happened? I'm in the process of relocating to Wilmington, Delaware, so the apartment is a mess right now.
No, you're not. You're not moving.
I'm in the process of relocating to Wilmington, Delaware.
Garbage. He is living in Swaller, Jason. It looks like a hoarder lives there. This is unbelievable. This is the man who is the leader of the consciousness movement. This man is a psychologist. No, it can't. It can't be. No. This man definitely has some kind of disorder. Why are you living this way?
Sisters, you can send yours in too. But black men, our boys need men.
Damn. Florida Evans.
Clean up your house, man. Hey, listen. First of all, you control your own videos. Why did you post this shit? What's wrong with you?
Yo, it like this nigga had his garbage can. And he was like, yo, I'm not going to take this shit to the outside bin. I'm going to just dump this shit
on the floor.
Right here in the apartment.
Because I don't give a fuck.
And let the garbage can, I got a fresh garbage can now.
Yeah.
But my shit is on the floor in the room, right?
Hey.
Oh, my God.
But seriously, we really need to revisit this. We need to really contemplate what is going on in this man's mind.
The niggas following this nigga, yo.
Oh, my God.
He got a cult following, yo.
He collected $750,000. Man, and you can't get a maid to clean this house.
But I'm saying, first of all, why is he living in this little ass apartment?
Yes, first, number one. But you know what? It really doesn't matter if you live in a big house, a little apartment. Okay, he can't keep this little place clean. What the hell would it be if he lives in a big house? This man is a hoarder. This is hoarding.
So if his house look like this, I know your ass stink, nigga. I know your nuts stink, your ass stink, your breath stink. You don't wash up, dude. You don't even take bird baths, dude.
The nuts is gone.
Garbage. Yo.
Garbage.
Garbage.
Okay, we laugh. It's funny as hell.
Yes.
But there is a mental illness going on here. There's something wrong with people who live in this swaller. His house looks like a pig pen. I am recognizing borderline personality disorder.
And what the hell is that?
Borderline personality disorder speaks to people who are depressed on some level, but they also have an elevated, unstable, or dysfunctional self-image. or a disturbed self-image. There are feelings of isolation, impulsive, risky, dangerous behaviors, and also detached feelings from reality. Umar Johnson has the nerve to ask people to work for free. Umar Johnson has the nerve to tell people to send in their songs and poems and other talents so that he can use them for free in his new documentary.
But don't you know, Jehovah's Witnesses, they be wanting their members to pass out them awakes and watchtowers for free.
Oh, but Jason, they're a cult.
What this nigga? He got a cult following too. He got a cult following this shit.
They're called Umarians. And they do whatever he said. We saw a video the other day of a woman asking, why is everybody dumping on Umar Johnson? I think it's because he dumps everything on his living room floor.
Fucking Oscar the fucking Grouch. What's that character on Charlie Brown? I used to have a
Pigpen. He's Pigpen.
Them damn flies and shit.
He walk around with a cloud of dust.
Yeah, dusty. Yeah, that dust cloud
That's
around
a Pigpen.
That's that nigga, yo. Garbage.
When we say borderline personality disorder, I want you to take a look at all these people. This is Umar Johnson. In the first a picture here, the episode where he's definitely telling you what the fuck to do. The next one, I think he's trying to be Frederick Douglass. The next picture,
he put on that ridiculous ass.
Frederick Douglass look like that. I don't think Frederick Douglass came out looking like that.
The third one, he look like a fucking chipmunk.
Somebody said something.
Like he got damn chestnuts.
Somebody asked him about that money.
And then the fourth one,
he's cussing SETI out.
You fucking nuts. Yeah, you got fucking chestnuts in your damn dirty ass apartment.
Garbage.
Man, he's ridiculous, man. Yo, I don't know how niggas follow this.
No.
He used to be my man when I first was introduced to him.
Well, you know what? That's the problem.
He was speaking some shit.
That's the real problem. He has some knowledge somewhere on certain subjects, but he sticks to that. And he doesn't deviate. He always is talking about ADHD and boys with the school or kindergarten to prison pipeline. So people are pulled into that. They hear this somewhat intellectual speech, and they think this man has intellect. And they think he's going to do something. They think he's going to save the black community. He has made himself the leader of the black consciousness movement.
Well, first of all, if niggas ain't realized now, ain't no fucking state board in no fucking state in the United States is going to approve a fucking school of all black boys or girls.
No.
Knowing that shit is discrimination, yo.
Exactly.
But
no.
Man, come on,
you
man.
live
I
in
can't
this
believe
country.
Ain't nobody even thought of this shit, yo.
And I don't know if everyone knew, he also has an action figure and a comic book. He is a school psychologist by day, and he protects the black community from white supremacy at night.
Yeah, this is where your $750,000 is going. This nigga is making toys and fucking comic books and shit, and can't clean his goddamn apartment, man. It's just very, 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 very crazy what this nigga is doing with y'all money.
As you can see, there's an elaborate bodybuilder that he got to pose for his action figure. So somebody got paid. Yeah, that's where your money went. Okay, here we have another aspect of some lunacy that I would call it, where Umar Johnson incites vigilante justice. He wants black men to take the streets back, basically by murdering the youth.
And fellas, I want to be clear now. When we go back to take over the community, because we're going to have to do it, gentlemen, you can't expect the cops to fix this, because they started it. But I want to be clear. I know some of us love our children, but some of our children are so far gone that we're going to have to put some of them to sleep in order to take back the neighborhood. Some of y'all don't want to hear that because you don't live in reality. But I'm telling you, as a psychologist, I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep from God.
Oh my God.
Yo.
For God. For God.
The way this nigga be hollering.
Okay, because,
Man.
that right there, that tells me something's wrong with you.
He is a
Why are
fake
you yelling
reverend.
like that?
He is a fake pastor if I ever heard one.
Why would you say that in
Man.
that way, that you have to kill these people and
For
put
God!
and put them to sleep? For God. I can't
Man.
even do it. Oh my God.
That nigga is a character, yo.
Yeah. All right. The previous slide, that was in 2013. You may have thought by now Umar Johnson had come to his senses from making that ridiculous statement that we have to get rid of 10% of our youth. But here he is again in 2019, actually January of 2019. Take a listen.
I'm saying that to say this. I've never taken a life, God forbid. I hope I never have to.
Tooken.
But if we don't take them streets back, we got to admit something. I'm talking as a psychologist. Some of our young men, we've let them go so far for so long, they're no good to no damn body. There's people walking these streets where we going to have to put to sleep. In other words, you might have to create violence to end it. It will be a cataclysmic altercation between black men and some of our youth. Most of our youth, we can get them. But there's some of them, they ain't going without a fight. And they're going to have to be put to bed. It's a shame. It ain't their fault. You understand? But you have a population of unreachables. The white man wants us to think they all unreachables. 90% are reachable. 10%, we will have to have a civil war with them. And that's facts.
Okay. I have never heard the white man say that all of our youth are unreachable. That's just a lie. You are the only one advocating for this shit. This is ridiculous. What kind of man? What kind of man does this? You want black men, grown men, to kill their own children. If you have 10 children, I know you don't have 10 children, but some people do.
Not.
One of them got to die. That's 10% of the whole is what he's saying. 90% that we can get them. They're going to be okay. Like, who decides that after all? Who decides who is okay and who got to go? It's all just so ridiculous. And another thing I want to bring up, in both of these instances, back in 2013 and recently in 2019, he's speaking to an audience. He's talking to people. Nobody's going, wait, Umar, do you mean we got to kill our kids? Is that what you're saying, man?
Yeah, so many followers.
This is groupthink.
So many followers, y'all.
We went to a talk with Umar Johnson when he came to Suffolk back in, when was it?
2017.
In 2017. That is the feeling and the vibe in the room. Whatever this man say, everybody's coming. Oh, yup. He could say, oh, yeah, well, everybody take out a gun and shoot yourself. Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah,
that sounds
that's
good.
Why he says this shit.
Yes, because
he got a lot of yes men.
Yes, so very well said. Everybody in the building is just like his cheerleader. And the whole time, me and my husband are sitting there. There he go with the same bullshit. There he go trying to be a comedian. There he go thinking he's a rapper.
With all that yelling shit.
He does. He actually does. I want everyone to be absolutely clear. This man is advocating for the extermination of 10% of our children.
Nigga, you got to be crazy.
Who does? I mean, okay. I know.
What kind of man?
Exactly. But the point really is, I know white people have been discriminatory and been prejudiced and racist and all of that. And there have been horrific times for black people in this country.
As of now, yes.
Yes, as of today. But goddamn, even the Ku Klux Klan don't come out and say we're going to kill 10% of y'all. I mean, damn. He just blatantly is saying, okay, we can get 90%. Which is a high number, so y'all should be satisfied with killing 10% of your children.
This nigga is straight ridiculous.
Yes, that don't make no kind of sense.
Garbage.
As he lives in garbage. So what are we doing, people? Are we still supporting Umar Johnson?
Yeah.
Are we still sending him money?
Yes.
He's still begging for it. He's asking for $1 million in renovations.
He's still doing
Are
that
you
shit.
sending in your resumes?
He's still traveling the country.
Yes, and he promotes all of his events outside of the school. He constantly says, I'm going to be in Delaware. I'm going to be in Richmond. I'm going to be in Detroit. I'm going to be in Minnesota. I'm about to be in Japan. I'm going to be in the UK. I'm going to be on the fucking moon, and y'all send me some money.
Yeah, that's how he living off your donations.
Yes. So
hey, fuck
yeah.
it. If he can get it, fuck it.
It's really sad. It's a shame
If he can
that
get it, fuck it.
and he targets black people. You don't see Umar Johnson with a crowd of white folks in the audience. He can't do it because somebody will question. You know, white people are arrogant anyway. They're going to ask you, wait a minute, we got to kill 10% of our kids? What is happening with this money? You done had $750,000 there for a long time. And this building don't look like you swept the floor. You still don't have the lights on, man. I saw a video today with some fool telling me you have to have an inspection to get the lights turned on. That's just straight bull. That's a damn lie. I know for a fact. I have worked in commercial real estate and in residential real estate. You just call the electric company and tell them when you need the lights on. That's it. That's, oh my God. Ridiculous. People are hypnotized and they say anything to justify this fool.
Yeah. Garbage.
What kind of man? So, once again, here is Umar Johnson trying to explain something that you can probably guess. And we have here in the corner the conscious. I can't even talk.
Black
yes,
Dot of Urban XTV.
A
Shout
conscious
out to Black Dot. Peace.
Conscious activist. I can't even get it out.
Damn, you stuttering.
I'm trying to get it. Conscious activist, Black Dot, and he spits jewels every video. I say jewels.
Run them jewels, son. Run them jewels. Dion, run them jewels, son. Word is born.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but Black Dot, though, he do be dropping a lot of gems. He's one of my favorites.
Yes. Go over to his channel, Urban X.
Very intellectual
Him
brother.
and his son, actually.
But he had really broke down Umar Johnson.
Yes.
Psychic.
Yeah, psyche. He said that the pretend psychologist needs a psychiatrist because you need some drugs, brother. You need some mental help.
And then his fucking pride and ego was so big, so everybody's saying, yo, let's help Umar. All these videos coming out, all these bloggers, yo, let's help Umar. What we can do to help
and it's
Umar.
mostly women.
But how the fuck you gonna help somebody who fucking ego and pride is through the fucking roof? He don't think nothing is wrong with him.
Absolutely not.
And second of all, the nigga think
he's a leader.
Yeah, he's a leader, and you can't talk to the nigga.
No, you can't.
He think he's a know-it-all.
And you can never disagree with him. If you tell him there's something wrong with him, he will only block you if you're not in his face. And if you're in his face, he's just gonna run away. Umar will never take no kind of advice. No, right. That's why he's always by himself. Do you ever see him with anybody? The only time he's around people is when he's taking pictures. This man will never do no better. So I don't know how people are continuing to support. What is wrong with you? That's really.
How the fuck you gonna help this nigga when he think he know it all? He thinks nothing is wrong with him.
Right. He thinks he's. Hey, he has the best ideas in the world. Have you heard that recently he would like to open a sports bar? He said that he's going to have a Frederick Douglass burger and some Marcus Garvey fries. You can get that. Harriet Tubman shake.
So, because he going to be back there eating all that shit up. Like he was eating on that damn live where he was eating that vegan food.
Oh, my God.
And he ate like 2 fucking plates of that shit.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Smacking all in the fucking camera and shit.
It was
all
disgusting.
And shit.
It's garbage.
Slobbing all over the fucking, all over the plate and shit, yo.
He did. Yeah, Umar Johnson is beyond help right now. I think, in my opinion, he is so far up that people who think you can help him, you are sadly mistaken.
Yeah, his pride and ego is just through the roof.
Right.
You can't approach this nigga and him accept that shit.
No. Because I'm sure there have been people who try. And you know what he does? He gets rid of you. He's had people, I think it was some men on his team that came to him and said, hey, you can't be pushing up on all the women. Stop pushing up on all the mothers. And he just dismissed them from his presence.
Trying to get Cookie.
The Cookie.
This nigga's ridiculous.
Oh my God! Could you imagine he took a woman back to that house?
Nah, that's why he be in them damn
hotels.
Super 8.
He be in the Super 8.
Motel 8 or whatever that
Hotel,
shit called.
Motel, Holiday.
Fucking Days Inn.
Yeah.
Ramada Inn.
He be at the Comfort.
The Comfort.
Comfort Inn.
Comfort Inn. The red roof end.
Yeah.
That shit.
Oh my God.
All right.
Okay. Here we go.
Let's move on.
Okay. I know Black Dot feels that Umar is just crazy, that he has a mental problem. Black Dot actually used the phrase, he believes his head movies. But I don't believe that. I think Umar Johnson is a combo platter. He is crazy, he is lazy, and he is greedy. So he won't stop. He won't stop, can't stop Rockefeller Records. Won't stop. He will not. He will never stop until the police arrest him and lock him up.
The fuck out. As long as he know some niggas gonna show up to them lectures.
Some people.
As long as he see donations going to them cash apps and all that bootleg shit.
He keep going to that P.O. box. If he see a check in there, he gonna make a speech. He gonna keep doing it.
He ain't gonna stop this
shit.
He
will not. Absolutely not.
And just know that when August 21st come, when this school's supposed to be open, that shit is not gonna open. This nigga definitely is gonna come with another excuse.
Oh, I didn't get enough money. I didn't get enough donations. Yep. And it's gonna continue on.
This shit gonna continue, yo.
Forever and ever.
Hey, if niggas, hey, what the fuck? Hey, you can't knock the niggas. Niggas is buying into the shit.
He got that good hustle.
Hustle, man?
Yeah.
No, that's my brother Bobby.
Oh my God.
My brother Bobby.
Yes. So, I really believe Mr. Johnson needs to stop it. I really feel like it's over. But maybe not.
It's over now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You treated me so bad. It's over now.
But he needs to get himself some help, which I know is never going to happen.
Gonna never happen.
But he has been cold busted. Everybody see, we see what's happening. Everybody see what's happening. They just don't want to admit it. I really believe that people have invested so much time and money in this man that they just will not let him give up. They're just never going to admit that he has defrauded us. Even though I never gave him a penny, I would never. When I saw him cuss Seti out the way he did, I'm like, oh, that's not a psychologist. And that's another thing. A psychologist is living this way. Mental health is his job. There's no way. There's no way.
That's how you know them 6 degrees ain't real.
No, never. If they were, he would have them hanging on his wall, or maybe they're in that trash on the floor.
Yeah, it might be in the corner right there, covered by fox piss, raccoon piss, possum piss, fucking mouse pellets.
Might got rats in there. He need a cat.
Garbage.
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 Okay. If you enjoyed our video, please take the time to like, subscribe, comment, and share. We would really appreciate it. You have been listening to Let's Get Into It with E and J. Bye.
Bye, bitch.